And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Left.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Klein. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again. Now he steps away. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs. So you can...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll get nothing out of that one. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded at about the 28. Whoosh. Still going. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
throwing. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wide. Black.
Second down, Cousins. He's going to be hit and driven into the turf.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw it is Cousins. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you usually have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They pitch it out to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Quaker Omaha. Check, check. Brando, Brando, Brando. He's checking, he's checking.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City 1st. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's Mahomes to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson Aho. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Following the interception, Cousins flushed out right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Mahomes now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out come the Chiefs now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now Mahomes, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that finally ends up corralling him, and my goodness, that is a disastrous loss. Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the carry, it's Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's it, boy.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Running for it, here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Check A2.
Now Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
Cousins here to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to